Hey, what's up? It's Brent here. Today is Saturday, August 15th, and today is Monday. I'm sorry, Monday will be my 9 weeks on T. So I guess this is my my 2.5 2 month, wow, almost 9 week update. There we go. Last Monday was my 2 months. So I just wanted to talk about changes I've noticed, changes I'm experiencing, and just a little bullshit to try to keep my channel real, I guess, let you know what's going on in my life. I don't really talk about that, I guess. But changes I've noticed, we'll start with that. I keep having to clear my throat, so I feel like my voice is going to drop again soon. My arms might be getting a little bit bigger. It's hard to tell. My armpit hair, I think, is getting longer and thicker, which is awesome. I've noticed I have a lot of blonde hairs on my arms now. They're all over the place, and a couple of them are getting dark, not dark enough to notice, but if you're up close and personal with it, like I am, it's definitely, it's not blonde. So leg hair, I think I'm getting more hair on my knees, more hair on my thighs. Mentally, emotionally, I'm probably about the same. The passing, I find that I pass pretty much 100% with strangers, maybe like 95% of the time. But you know, yesterday I was hanging out with some people, and I was hanging out with my friends, and then they had their people over, and I told them, I mean, I was introduced as Brent, I was called he all night by my friends, but the one guy kept, we were all drinking, and one of the guys just kept, you know, he's like, are you sure you're a guy? You know, you weren't born, like, he just didn't believe me. He kept going on and on and on about it, and not in a disrespectful way. I guess what threw him off was he asked me how old I was, and I don't lie, so I said that I was 27, and obviously I don't look like a 27-year-old man, so, at all, like, you know, my facial, you know, so, but I don't know, it was just a difficult situation, so he kept going on about it, and that kind of irritated me. But and another girl had said to me, she had known me before, and she had known me as he or whatever, what I say before, I'd met her one other time, and she said to me, she's like, can I ask you a personal question, don't be offended or whatever, and I was like, sure, what's up, and she was like, what did she say? Oh, she said, are you female? And I said, no. And she said, were you ever female? So I explained to her the scenario, and she was cool, she was respectful of it, and then I said, what made you ask that? What made you think that I wasn't male? And she said that I was short, which I don't think really says anything, because there's a lot of short bio males out there. Seth Green is fucking a tiny guy. And she said that my face looked kind of feminine, that I had a really pretty kind of feminine face, which is frustrating to me, because I thought my face had definitely filled out more, but apparently that's not the case. And she said that my feet were really small. Now, I wear a size 5.5 in little boys, so I do have really small feet, so I've heard they may grow, I've heard my hands may grow, I think my hands may be growing, or at least filling out, I don't know, I mentioned this in another video, but these are my hands, obviously, but will my feet grow? If anybody knows the answer to that, if anybody has gone through this, is watching my video, and you've gone through this, and your feet have grown, or didn't grow, please let me know. If they did grow, if you could just tell me, like, how much they grew, just so I can get an idea of what to expect or what not to expect, I would really, really, really appreciate that. So I guess I'm just having issues with that. I'm trying to handle it well, because I know that, I'm only 9 weeks, not even, I'll be 9 weeks on Monday, so I'm aware that a lot of changes are going to occur, and I'm aware that there'll be a point where I'll pass 100% with everybody, and nobody will question anything, so I'm trying to be patient. It's just frustrating, and I have school. I start school back up August 24th, and I'm going to talk to my professors and let them know my situation like I did last semester and have them call me Brent and by male pronouns. But as for the classmates, I mean, if I don't really talk to anybody, it's college, so they're probably not going to think I'm 27. They're probably, you know, not going to really think about it. But someone I do talk to, if anybody has any suggestions, I'm kind of on the fence because I was really stubborn with this guy because I feel with bio men in general, I just don't like telling them my situation. I'd rather just be like, I'm a dude, that's it, because I feel like they're going to look at me differently and you know, just be judgmental about it. I had a bad experience with a bio male who knew that I was transitioning. So I guess my question is, should I tell people, like if people are questioning about it in school, like should I tell people, hey, you know, I'm transitioning, this is what's going on, or should I just be stubborn about it like I was last night? So if anybody has any ideas of how I should handle that situation or what they would do or what they have done if they've been in that situation, again, just hit me a comment, hit me a message, whatever. I'd really appreciate that. And then, but on good news, on better news, I went to the bank today and I was heed the whole entire time, so that was cool. And it looks like I should be getting my top surgery in January. If all goes well, it's probably about a 90 to 95% chance that I'm going to get it done in January. I am so fucking happy about that. You have no idea. It's going to be fucking amazing. Amazing. I'm so excited for that. What was I going to say about that? Oh, and then in Florida, once I get my top surgery, I can legally change my gender. So if all goes well, I will have my top surgery done, my gender changed, and my name changed in January. So cross your fingers for me. And I probably am going with Dr. Garamoni. So he's in Sunrise, Florida. A couple guys have gone through him. He's supposed to be really great. I've seen his work done before on other guys' chests, and their chests looked really great, so I'm really psyched about that, and I hope that works out well. I started pumping, so that when I get lower surgery, which I do plan on getting, it'll be bigger, and I've heard from other guys you can get tea cream, but I think it comes from France. My gender therapist was saying if anybody knows of tea cream I can get that doesn't come from France, that would be pretty cool. But I'm trying to get the size of my natural dick up. I've heard that if you can get it to, some guys can get it to like 3 or 4 inches, and you can actually use it in intercourse, which would be really cool and definitely something I'd be interested in. So if anybody's pumped or used tea cream or knows anything of it, again, shoot me a comment, hit me up with a message or whatever. Let me know your experiences with it. I'd be really interested in hearing about that as well. So I think that's pretty much it for my update. I feel like my arms, maybe like I said, are getting a little bit bigger just in general. The hair's there. I'm hoping my voice will drop again. So I'm just trying to get through these little obstacles right now, and that's it, and just live my life, I guess. So anyway, I'll make another video in about a week. I know I've been trying to say I'm going to be making a video about STPs and binding, and I will, promise I will get to that. If you have any questions or whatever, hit me up, and alright, I'm signing out.